Assalamualaikum. My name is Farah Lisa Putri binti Kamarudin and my metric number is 273917.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nuratira binti Muhammad Fauzi and my metric number is 270098.
Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Nolisa binti Hatri, metric number 271309.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Raida binti Muhammad Zahani. My metric is number 273639.
My name is Nurul Izzati Naziha binti Azmi, 273524.
Our topic, scenario and role play, is related to decision making in a meeting. This role play is mostly about how we overcome this problem in a company. And how do we overcome this? By using classical approach which has scientific management theory by Taylor. Steps in decision making consist of 6. This method we will explain more in the scenario and how to overcome the argument due to decision making. Our company is Desire Company and Sendirian Berhad is a company that produces high quality scarf, and our department is divided by its tasks. For example, marketing, sales, quality check.
Our team are well trained and ready to assist you in finding the perfect style and suits your personality. Our products are designed and built upon 3 elements, which are exclusivity, modesty, and contemporary. Desire focus on various colors, textures, and prints to produce unique, modern, sophisticated, and elegant products. So, for the title of this project, our company decided to take the classical approach in the organization. It is a structure that enables people to work through things beyond the abilities on unorganized individuals. Scientific management by Taylor and administrative management by Fire were applied by our organization. A little synopsis based on the scenario in making a decision. If the employee worked hard, the organization became more productive and the workers earn more as the sales will increase. The employees will be allowed working for only 9 hours to produce quality scarf, and there will be changing shift to other employees as well. Organization can make poor or even disastrous decisions when members are pressured to agree with each other or they do not engage in critical thinking about problems and solutions. Research indicates that group may be able to reverse these trends and make more effective decisions through concentration on key group communication functions. Desire Company's Berhad is our group organization, which is the one of the most popular and well-known as publicly listed company. Desire Company is a Malaysian-based premium scarf brand that launched in April 2008. A prominent brand that started off with the iconic awning turning has since built its strong foundation among the headscarf wearing crowd. The headquarter office of Desire Company at Kuala Lumpur, and we have 11 branches around Malaysia.
Today I want to create some explanation about the character and position in our assignment. We have 5 characters in our assignment, which is the CEO, the head of the department 1, and the head of department 2, subordinate 1 and subordinate 2. The first character is the CEO. As we know, the CEO is the highest ranking in company, whose primary responsibilities include making major corporate decisions, making the managed general operation, and so on. But in this case, the CEO is very different character in the real character of the CEO. The CEO, which is Mrs. Alisa, so selfish and only present characters as a boss because she only care about to maximizing profit company and also not care about their employees' need. Besides, the second character, the head of department, we have 2 the head of department, which is Miss Azira and Miss Raida. In this situation, the head department have to lead, manage and develop department to ensure the highest possible standard of excellence in all its activities. After some situation created, which is abnormal situation in company, Miss Adira and Miss Ruwaida do some survey to each employee and identify the problem in this company, where is all the employees start not to come the work as usually. So they can bring this problem to the CEO so that they can settle it smartly. Last but not least, we also have a subordinate. We also have two subordinate, which is Miss Lisa and Miss Izati. Actually, subordinate role in a workplace means that the person reports towards someone else. The specific role and duties of the subordinate depends on their level and their business, but the subordinate very need in any company. In this situation, we create that, however it is, Miss Alisa and Miss Izati also want their part as employees in the company, and they try to complain about unsystematic time but less payment. They also get tired and doesn't not becoming productivity in terms of the work.
Our synopsis, which is the decision making in a meeting. During meeting, the CEO and managers discuss about the company production achievement. Some argument happen, which is CEO question managers why performance of production is lower than expected. CEO, which is Miss Alisa, point out about poor quality product, long lead times, tight on inventory, supply chain interruptions, and many more. These things all affect the product, which in turn affect the public's perceptions of company brands. In another hand, the manager consists of two persons, which are Miss Atira and Miss Ruwaida. They point out about the level of financial stress among workers. Workers in the company complains about how CEO treated them. The employees are forced to work overtime because of no working time limit in the company, but they also get less payment. In this desired company, the CEO, this turned out to be the result. Why the production in the company becomes slower than the CEO expected. Day by day, the company started to be in a serious matter regarding the employees. The employees started to rebel and some of them did not come to work. Managers in every department discuss and decide to make a survey among employees to prove about this problem. They follow the right flows in making decisions, which is analyze and define the problem with the outcome results. The result turned out to be like what the managers expected. The employees struggling with over-limit working times, no reward for employees, and they not satisfied with their working environment that has been applied there. They also frustrated because they work overtime and the CEO doesn't offer any support, guidance, or feedback. Once the managers have found the solution between them, they once again entered the CEO room and decided to hold a meeting. Managers give 3 suggestions to the CEO. The CEO rejects the first 2 alternatives and accepts the third alternative because it's considered as win-win situation for both parties. They receive united commands and solve this problem with classical approach in organization, which is scientific management theory by Frederick Taylor. The CEO choose the best alternative out of 3 that suggested by the manager.
The title of this scenario is related to this image, the decision making in a meeting. So I'm going to present about our scenario of the role play. Desired company has been facing problems in terms of the quality of the product because the company has been less productive, but no action has been taken. In a meeting, CEO and the managers have been arguing that the company has become less productive due to less output and more expenses in the meantime. The managers consist of 2 persons, which are Miss Akira and Miss Ruwaida, have been arguing that employees been complaining because of unsystematic times but less payment. Due to that, they recently get tired and become less productive in terms of work. So the company cannot produce high quality staff. In this desired company, the needs of the employees are being neglected due to the ignorant attitude of the CEO. First attempt of trying to solve this problem failed because the CEO, which is Miss Alisa, is a selfish person and does not care about the employees' needs. Instead, she only cares about how to maximize the company day by day. The company started to be in a serious matter. The employees started to rebel and some of them did not come to work. The manager of each department has decided to do a survey to identify and analyze the current problem in this company. 2 of the staff, which are Miss Izati and Miss Lisa, been complaining to the managers because they thought that is the best flow for the information to go through the CEO. And they also told the managers that one of the staff have been complaining about this once ago, but there is no action taken. Instead, the staff that has been complaining is being fired by the CEO. After the manager analyzed, most problem comes from the employees complaining about less payment, over limit working times, no rewards, and not comfortable with the working environment that been applied there. Once the manager has come with few solutions, they decided to hold a meeting once again. They come out with the first alternative, but still the CEO thought that the problem in this company is not the working environment, but the employees instead. The managers once again come out with two alternatives. Second alternative also been rejected by the CEO, but she decided to take the third alternative, which considered as win-win situation.
I will explain about the script in a meeting. Miss Alisa start the meeting by talking about the low quality product that produced by the company. The manager. There are some of them said that the low quality product that produced by company is due to
less output from the employees, and some of them say it's due to more expenses when produce the product. The manager complaining about unsystematic work hour for the employees, and they were forced to work overtime without high payment. They said to the CEO, the management in this company need to be reviewed. Miss Alisa, she said this problem is from lacking discipline from the employees and not from company management. The manager insists that Miss Alisa have to pay more attention to the employees' need in the company. Miss Alisa dismissed the meeting without discuss further about employees' need in the company. The manager get out from meeting room with unsatisfied face, and then they complain about the selfish attitude of their CEO that does not pay attention in employees' need. She only care about maximizing the company profit. In scene 2, the employees start to rebel and not come to work the next few days. In the meantime, the manager start to a survey to analyze the problem that company face. They decide they will bring this matter to the CEO regarding to the employees' opinion. Two staff, they complaining to the manager because they think this is the best solution that can solve this problem. The managers, from their analysis, they find out that the employee problem is they have to working over limit time with less payment and no reward for employees. They decide they have to meet the CEO regarding to this matter. In scene 3, the managers enter the CEO room to discuss furthermore about the problem the employees face. In this meeting, they advise the CEO to take an action before company goes to bankruptcy because loss of many people. They suggest the first alternative to the CEO, Miss Alisa. I don't agree with this alternative. She reject the alternative given because she believes that the problem is from employees and not from company. Two managers. Then we can go for second alternative. Miss Alisa still reject the alternative, and she decide to take the third alternative. The manager suggests to follow the scientific management theory by Taylor that make the organization and individual goals compatible. The company profit will increase when employees work hard. Miss Alisa, I will agree with this alternative in order to produce high quality product. And then she agree with the alternative and implement the method into company management. Next, moving on to what we have learned from the situation. Although Success in making higher profits can bring happiness, but to create a great work, the employee's health, well-being, and happiness is the most important factor that employer must take care of. The company must take care of employee benefits such as overtime, medical insurance, vacation, profit sharing, and retirement benefits. An employee who feels appreciated will be more fulfilled, satisfied, and more productive in the workplace. This will not only lead to a higher productivity but also satisfied customer. Goal to maximize the profitability for the company also can be achieved in the time being. According to Martin L., under the principle of employee welfare, if an employee feels that the management is concerned and care for him or her, he or she will be more committed to his work. Moreover, toxic CEO can affect the whole company. No one doubts that a company leadership can shape its fortune over the long terms. But in a situation where the CEO decides to not care about employees' opinion and only focus on profit goals is not good. Just like a toxic boss, a toxic colleague, a toxic CEO also can damage a company in many ways. The CEO is the image of leadership in an organization, and if she not handling her responsibility, it could spoil the company culture for everyone. A good leader is important because they set vision and strategy and positioning on a global scale. A CEO that has credibility across the industry spreads confidence through the whole business, imbuing it with focus and energy. Lastly, what we have learned is in every company must have a problem and we can solve it by identifying the real issue and work to change it. It is possible for employees to give opinion about the real situation that happening in the company through candid but polite conversation to the upper level. Without feedback, company leaders won't know they are having trouble connecting with their employees. The employees must speak out their opinion before it's too late and becomes serious issue. We can see in this scenario, which is the CEO is not receptive to change and instead is willing to raise employees for the sake of profit. This action is not good practice for a company. Although workplace issues are common, CEO should pay attention to create an environment where they cannot thrive. Change is important to an organization to allow employees to learn a new skill, explore new opportunities, and exercise their creativity in ways that ultimately benefit the organization through a new idea and increased commitment. Problems in the workplace are current or long-term challenge and issue faced by a company. This can prevent a business from executing strategy and achieving goals. Very few businesses can make a claim to being perfect and without flaws. Properly identifying, addressing, and disclosing the problems can make the difference between wasting time trying to find a buyer or many more. In conclusion, company production improve because the satisfaction of the employee and good management make a big difference for company future.
Say that if your workers are happy, the company will be more likely to success.